Alright YouTube, this is a how-to video for the A Pro series MIDI keyboard controller from Cakewalk. What I want to show you how to do today is how to set up your keyboard so you can play drums up here on the drum pads while at the same time with your left hand. If your left hand is not holding a camera, you can do a bass line down here with your left hand. Now there's a lot of benefits to this. Mainly, if you've tried recording a drum track or a drum line and then recording a bass line on top of that, the bass line has to conform to what the drums are doing no matter what. And vice versa, if you record the bass line first and then record the drums on top of that, your drums are basically going to be following the bass line. You don't always want that. Sometimes it's nice to be able to have the drums lead a little bit, and then sometimes it's nice to have the bass lead a little bit and to be able to have that kind of be conversational, go back and forth, having those two talk to each other. So you really get a lot more interesting recordings, a lot more creative lines if you can play both simultaneously. Have some more spontaneity, some synergy, if you will, going back and forth between those. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is open up your A Pro editor. This comes with the software bundle from Cakewalk with keyboard. So what you want to do is click on the A1 button, go to the pad button there, and we're going to assign something. Name doesn't really matter, but let's assign a channel message. It's going to send a note to MIDI channel. In this case, we're going to do MIDI channel 10. I never use MIDI channel 10, but this will help for our demonstration. So the default here, it says note number 64 that it's going to add in, but who knows what that is. We really want to pick out a note. So what we want to do is go to the step sequencer, which we have set up, as you can see here, for the Cakewalk Sound Center 1. And we're going to have a bunch of drum sounds in there. So we're just going to pick one of those. Let's say we like that sound. No, sound number 45. So that answers our question as to what sound we want and to the number that it is. Let's go back up here to the editor and click on note number. Let's change that to 45. MIDI channel 10, note number 45, and control map. This is also important. For now, let's do control map 7, just for demonstration. Transmit that. It asks you, do you want to send that to your keyboard? Click yes. Takes a couple seconds. Alright, now that information's in your keyboard, you can just get rid of this. Now it's nice to save these things so that once you go up to here, if you repeat the process for the rest of these buttons, you get this drum kit set up the way you want it to, you're going to want to save that. But for now we only have one button, so forget it. Alright, let's go get that. So we did map number 7. This is going to be hard to see, but see if you can follow along. We can go over to control maps. Number 7. Alright, so we've got our keyboard on map number 7. We should have that sound programmed in there. It's not in there. Alright, so the reason for that is that we didn't select the MIDI channel yet, because we sent that note to come out of MIDI channel 10, which is a random odd MIDI channel. So let's go down to our inspector, Cakewalk Sound Center, the A Pro 1, MIDI channel 10. Now it's going to be on A Pro 1 if you didn't mess with any of the other settings in the A Pro editor, and you can look that up, how to do those different settings, but for the most part just leave them the same and then pick A Pro 1. I'm going to go MIDI channel 10. Alright, now we should have our drum sound in there. Fantastic. Okay, so for the bass line, it's a little bit simpler. We're just going to click on that. I'm going to pick a MIDI channel. Let's pick MIDI channel 5. Okay. So that synth is going to be set up on MIDI channel 5. So we need to come up here to our MIDI channel, slide that up to MIDI channel 5. So now the rest of the keyboard is going to be playing on MIDI channel 5. Wow, the drum pads that we programmed are on map. This whole control area up here is map number 10, I believe, no, 7 that we programmed, and this button is going to MIDI channel 10 on that map number 7. So as long as you get all those numbers lined up properly, you're going to be able to do this. And I'll just show you a couple other things here that can go wrong. You want to make sure you have both of these input echoes turned on. If you turn those off, it's not going to work. So turn both those on. All right, that just about does it. Enjoy making your music, and peace.